Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Nana. I am a language tutor. I primarily teach Swedish. This video is for my beginners that have just started learning Swedish, and we're going to learn how to count. We're actually going to learn how to count from 1 to a million, but not every single number because I don't think you would watch that video. I also have to say, if you watch my other videos, I have a bit of a dialect that can be pretty rough to replicate. So for the sake of this video, to make it beginner friendly, I am going to speak a little more neutral. Let's just jump right in. Let's start with 1 to 10. En, ett, två, tre, fyra, fem, sex, sju, åtta, nio, tio. Now, number 1, I said en and ett. We use both, en and ett in Swedish. And the number 7, sju, the notorious number 7 and the notorious sound in Swedish, is not like shh, like you would shush somebody. It's more like ocean waves or a bit like the wind. So your tongue needs to be placed down, not up against your palate. So sju. That's how you would pronounce it. It might take some time. Let's continue. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now 20, 20, does have the sh sound. So again, think of it like you're shushing somebody. 20. Now, to not have to count every number and make this video really boring, remember these that we just did. 1 to 10, at least. And then, after every 10th number, it just repeats itself. So, to demonstrate, let's go from 20 to 30. So, when we say 21, we wouldn't say 21. We would just pronounce it 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And as you can see, 30 is spelled 30, indicating 3, 10, 3, 10, 30, 30. But we wouldn't really say 30, we would just say 30. And then it just repeats itself just like with the 20s number. 31, 32, etc. Now let's do the rest of the 10th numbers. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, or just 1000. Sounds a lot like English. Then, again, it just repeats itself. 2000, 3000, 4000, etc. Then we have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. And again, just repeats itself. 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, 900,000, and million. Now, basically, if you repeat this video and you try all the numbers out, you could easily count from 1 to a million in Swedish. Let's try some random numbers out. How would you say this? 542. And this? 10,160. And this? 402. And this? 57. Just some examples. I think you can repeat this video, repeat after me to try to get the pronunciation right, then test yourself. Write a few random numbers and say them out loud. Another thing you can do is whenever you actually see numbers in your everyday life, on your phone, on some kind of sign, or wherever it is, try repeating them in Swedish. In this way, you're gonna have a learning in everything you do, and it's gonna be easier to remember them. Because trust me, people think that it's easy to remember numbers, but if you think about it, and in my experience, numbers isn't really something that you use in every conversation. So I have students that have studied for years, but you still forget some of the numbers. It's super common. So that's why I advise you to practice as much as you can. Since we are talking about numbers, we just learned the grundtal. Feels weird talking like that because it's not my natural dialect, but let's just go with it. Grundtal being the cardinal numbers, just the basic way you say numbers. So while we're at that topic, let's actually learn the ordinal numbers. In Swedish, we call them ordningstal. These are common when we talk about floors of a building or, for example, dates of a month. So let's do it from 1 to 31. So let's do 1 to 31 so we follow the dates of a month in a calendar, for example. Första, andra, tredje, fjärde, femte, sjätte, sjunde, åttonde, nionde, tionde, elfte, tolfte, trettonde, fjortonde, femtonde, sextonde, sjuttonde, artonde, nittonde, tjugonde. And then it just repeats itself just like the ordinary numbers. We would go 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Now, I do understand that some of these are kind of weird. Like, for example, the number 6. In the ordinal numbers, we wouldn't say sexte. For some reason, we say sjätte. And 7th, sjunde. And also, I do know that trettonde sounds very similar to trettionde. But there's a slight difference, and we have one more vowel in the trettionde. So trettonde, 13th, trettionde, when it's the 30th. So if we talk about months, for example, today is the 27th. So we can say 27 i sjunde. So in Swedish, we would say the 27th in 7th, or in the 7th. 27 i sjunde. Or my birthday, for example, we could say 11 i andra. So now you have a lot of knowledge when it comes to numbers in Swedish. You can count from 1 to 1,000,000, and you know how to say the ordinal numbers, ordningstal. So basically, you can also say the date of a month. We'll be back next time with some months and weekdays. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I really hope I'll see you next time. Good luck with your learning.